I have very fond memories of bonding in high school with my Latin classmates over the subtle and occasionally not so subtle innuendo that we found in our readings, from Ovid to Catullus to even Virgil sometimes. The day our Latin teacher clued us in to what passer probably implied, for instance, in Catullus 2, was a very happy one. The day we discovered extracurricular Catullus, namely Catullus 16, was an even happier one. Years later, when I started writing music, I found myself revisiting those memories and thinking about how much fun it was and just how much I loved translation. When I was tutoring, I would compose songs for my students that would include lots of SAT words so that they could study for their test without dying of boredom. It seemed like a natural progression to go from there to writing songs inspired by the vast wealth of ancient literature that the internet has put at my fingertips. The first song I wrote based on an ancient poem was Sparrow, and it's based on Catullus 2. I took the original and made my own translation of it. It's a little bit clunky. The handling of the relative pronouns in the second and third lines is particularly graceless, but I was anxious to turn it into something prettier. So I made these lyrics.
That sparrow's dead, the one my girl adored. She held it in her lap most every day. The bird she loved, but me she just ignored. I sat alongside them and watched them play. The bird would watch her with those shining eyes. She'd coyly offer up her fingertip, and though it never came as a surprise, I loved the way she giggled when it bit.
My goal was to convey the pathos and cheeky longing and lust of the poem in a form that was simple and accessible and relatable. I think that a lot of people think of ancient literature as very cold and monumental and imposing, and that's certainly true of some, but it's so much more of it is so current and lively and accessible. I just wanted to spread the love and make more people curious about these voices from the past.
And toy with me for hours, oh, and I will keep you entertained, baby, I swear. One of these days I'll teach you how to fly. Oh, I want you back. I want your skin, your bones, your blood, your marrow. Oh, I hate to see you sad. Why don't you just pretend that I'm a sparrow?